Hey everyone, this is Fytte, here to give you guys a preview of what our streams will be like here in the future. Um, just gonna go ahead and go through some pages of the introduction to liquidity. This is basically lesson 1. So let's go ahead and get started with it. So what exactly is liquidity? Liquidity is the speed at which the market participants can execute orders while sustaining a reasonable price, finding a willing buyer or seller in the process. Liquidity is the reason behind the market's movements. So let's give a more easy to understand explanation, right? Because that's a little hard to understand. So you have a rare Pokemon card and a used mattress at home. The brand new Pokemon card is in a sleeve, and the used mattress has been used for a couple years. Something comes up, and you have to sell both, and then you wonder which one ends up selling closer to the original price. The brand new one, of course, right? The Pokemon card. You find out that there's a booming Pokemon scene in your city. You find a willing buyer relatively fast, and you're able to sell your Pokemon card for near new price. This means that rare Pokemon cards in your city are a liquid market. On the other hand, we'd have little to no luck selling the used one mattress for a price close to the new one. There would be no buyers in that market, and it's going to take long to find a buyer. You would most likely end up giving it away for free. So used mattresses are an illiquid market. Right? So now that we understand the difference between liquid and illiquid markets, let's apply this concept to the markets. Think of it like this. Market's like a video game, right? In it, we have Pac-Man, which in this scenario is the market makers, the entities that control price. Pac-Man needs to keep eating the little dots on the map to keep moving, otherwise, eventually, it will come to a halt. The little dots he's eating is liquidity. The market is constantly seeking liquidity. Either you spot the liquidity or you become the liquidity. So let's understand liquidity, right? Liquidity is fuel, and the fuel is orders. And the orders can either be new participants or existing participants being stopped out. So what that means is levels at which they are of interest is they're of interest because they know that the existing participants will have their stop losses placed there, which Indu will move price because of the fact that they are executing sells or buys. Or it's new participants, levels at which they know that new participants will be interested in entering the market. Right? So every trade must have a counterparty. For every buy, there's a sell. For every sell, there's a buy. And price is always moving to seek and form liquidity. She's there. Alrighty. So here is the retail perception of clean highs and lows, right? So when we have a double top or a double bottom, as retail would say, that is liquidity forming, because when these highs form or these lows form, we know that the market is engineering liquidity. So they're forming these levels because they know that markets or the market participants who see these levels, they're either going to place their stop loss there or they're going to enter there, and essentially that forms liquidity. So the reality of a double top or a double bottom is that they end up getting purged, or in other words, they get raided or swept, whichever word that you want to use. But in other words, they get retested and the market goes above them or below them to take out the stop losses of those who had their stop loss there and those who essentially are going to breakout trade and say, oh, well, this is a breakout. And then they're going to long here, stop loss gets taken out, or they're going to short here once it gets broken down, and then they get taken out. So as you can see here, we have some clean highs that are formed. These are the clean highs right here, one high here and another high right there. As you can see here, the clean highs get rated, they get taken out. Anyone who had their stop loss there, they got taken out. Anyone who wanted to long this, they got their stop losses taken out as well. So let's go over swing highs and swing lows to actually understand what these or how these clean highs and lows are formed, right? Now, I am only going to show a few more slides of this because there is a lot more to it, but this is supposed to be just a preview, so I'm only going to give you guys a few more slides. So, swing low, second candle is lower than the first and third. It's pretty common knowledge, right? Swing high, second candle is higher than the first and third. So 3 candles can form a swing low and a swing high at the same time. So as you can see in this example right here, we have a swing low and a swing high. Make sure it's the edge of the wick, so the very end of the wick you're marking out. It wouldn't be the candle body. Your swing points are always going to be the wicks. If no wick is present though, the body would be the swing point. The liquidity is formed here because market participants are watching this level. Retail sees this as support and resistance forming. Retail is our uninformed traders, right? So there's stop losses that are placed here. Once triggered, flood of orders enter the market. We as uninformed traders, or as informed traders, do not immediately use them as support and resistance. We anticipate a sweep. We use them as invalidation, I should say. Use them as take profit. And the buy side liquidity, that would be liquidity resting at swing highs. That's what, ICT calls them. So if we have a swing high right here, this is buy side liquidity, especially if it's a higher time frame. That is where you want to target. And sell side liquidity is liquidity resting at swing lows. So that would be sell side right here. This right here is just an example of your swing points. We've got swing low on the left hand side and a swing high on the right hand side. And here is an example of swing highs and lows just at a random market. You can see these as well if you type in wicked, and then they should be called wicked, like fractal points or something of that nature. But yeah, this is the indicator that I used for this. And then we have the sell side liquidity on the lows and the buy side liquidity on the highs, as you can see here. And finally, we have the 4 ways that we can identify liquidity. We have structural highs and structural lows. We have relative equal highs and relative equal lows. We have trend lines. And we have ranges. All right. So I think that's a good place to stop there, just to give you guys a preview of what we do cover over here at the private streams that we're going to be doing, me and Cryptomaniac. Definitely sign up for his OKX link and just follow the instructions. You got to deposit some money, just start trading there. Send Cryptomaniac a DM, let him know, and you get invited. We'll get started with these private streams pretty soon, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a safe day, And if you got any questions, feel free to DM any of us. See ya.
Hey guys, it's your boy CM. It's been a while since I've been posting a video, but from now on I'll be starting trying to upload like 1 to 2 times a week again. Not just giving market updates, but also giving showing how I trade with Fytte too. So it will be a nice combination of us two. Some education stuff, but also some strategy and how we approach taking trades and so on. So for today, I'm going to show you how I mark up my charts when I go to the start of a new week. It's Monday, so I haven't really updated my charts for the last few days. Not much going on, to be honest. I think like let me see. Yeah, I think like it's been 6 days since I've last updated my charts at all, so I haven't really looked at them since 6 days. Now let's see. So at first, as you can see, I got them split into four. Right, the daily time frame for our let me change that to 15 minutes, and that's the hourly chart. I also got stacked the VWAPs. So here I got the yearly VWAP. This is the quarterly VWAP. That's the monthly VWAP, and that's the weekly VWAP. So what I typically start to do is look at the daily. What do we have on the daily? So this is the BTC chart, as you can see. On the daily, oh sorry, picked the wrong one. Yeah, so on the daily, I still got this volume profile. To be honest, not much hasn't changed. So I'm just going to take to the last daily that closed. And from there, I will look at the charts. As you can see, we took out these lows these lows and so on. So for now, nothing bullish for now till we at least take out some highs here, these highs, take out these, and maybe gain some acceptance to push to the high of this volume profile. That would be like the first goal, like 28.9, 28.8. This first target after getting these highs. But for now, as you can see, we are trying to gain some acceptance from this volume profile low. We did this is the EMA 200. Typically only use it on higher time frames to get some trending influence. Exactly. So as you can see, we got that majestical bounce of the low from this EMA. So that was an easy long in my opinion. For now, I would rather wait to see on the lower time frames to have some scalps. A long would be at least something like this acceptance above here, the high of the VWAP. So gain acceptance above the top of the VWAP. Or for a short, I will probably look at least the retest of the book. So that's like a daily plan on BTC for now. Not much going on, so I would rather look at taking scalps on lower time frames rather than trading this daily here for now. This was a trade, but other than that, I don't see any trades for now. Now, what I typically is go to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, these are like liquidity gaps. So now we're trying to, oh sorry for that. We are trying to retest these liquidity gaps and hovering around this. So I think maybe something like this is possible, and then go above and test this gap. That's a trade you could take, I would take a look for this week and trade it like this. And that's what I typically do. So let me look for an example in the past where something similar happened. Yeah, not like this. not similar price action, but you get the idea of it. So sometimes we just fill these gaps and then push to the high again to remaining liquidity gaps, and that's the plan for now. Maybe even get a push till this VWAP, this quarterly VWAP. So I think like 27.8 is a good target for any long, if you're long. And that's the plan for the 4 hour. This is a nice trade. And other than that, for any bullish continuation, as I said, you want to see taking out these highs and gain acceptance above this. So something like this would probably push till 29 even. So that's the plan for any bullish continuation you want to see, but not bouncing here and going straight down and taking out these lows again. I'm really looking for this gap here right now. So that would be, I think, the previous quarterly VWAP. Yeah, exactly. So this would be the previous quarterly where I pushed down to like 22.9 is the way to go if we can't hold now and go right again. So as you can see here, really, really nicely, we got like the same price action. Never take out really the highs, unmark new lows. So this was the first change of price action behavior, but once again showing some weakness and trying probably doing the same, taking out these lows and continuation, and then again maybe get a bigger dump till like this previous quarterly wrap. That's on the 4 hourly. Looking at lower time frames, so that's the next step. Can we see any good trades to be taken here? Price action really behaving like a no liquidity shitcoin, but that it is what it is. For Bitcoin right now, liquidity every few bits is moving the price. So all you can see like these huge rigs on the upside and on the downside. Liquidity sucks right now for BTC. So I'm not really trading that much. Even on the 1 hourly, got hit these huge gaps here. So I don't know. Probably fill these and more for now, at least. Down before up. So I think like this could be something we could be looking at BTC right now. It's like the same behavior all over again. So for now, nothing changed in my opinion. And at last, if you want to take really, really tight scalps, you look obviously on the 15 minutes. Similar looking behavior like the 1 hourly bounced there at the previous weekly web. Yeah, for now, like nothing happening, no real price action. I mean, you can't really trade this shit. It's looking like shit. I would rather look at some altcoins that form. But yeah, that's my weekly plan for BTC. So not many trades to look out for. Like maybe here one trade, here one, like two, max 3 trades on BTC for this week. So the next step, what I do is look at ETH. How's ETH performing? Is it performing the same as BTC? Not exactly the same, but really similar behavior. Once again, we got this nice bounce from the high of the volume profile, and now trying to gain some like acceptance above this VWAP that was the previous yearly VWAP. I think, right? Let me see. Yeah, no, that's the VWAP for previous from last year. So acceptance here above the top of the VWAP, and I think we could see a nice push. But for now, as you see here, really got this resistance here too at 1930. So I think a retest of 1800 is a short, and continuation back down to fill this gap. Likely so. Maybe fill in till 1600, get a bounce again, and see from there what we'll see. The 7 more down till more upside. But let's look at the hour chart. As you can see, didn't update the chart now for quite some time. We update first the volume profile because we lost that. It was a short. The retest of the low of the bottom of the volume profile, really nice short. Once again, we checked in here, so maybe one more push to 1800 level, and then more down to retest this previous quarterly VWAP. Yeah, like as I said, like 1600 levels, and from there I get a push, and from there we can see maybe a retest, and then short 1700 again for more even downside to 1450 level. So we did have this compression of a few weeks now, even months, start from March till June, and then got that pushed down. For now, doesn't seem really like a deviation, as we have been trading quite some time below it. Invalidation of more downside is probably like gain some really nice acceptance here above the 1800 level, and then push to 1920. It would be long, but for now, not really seeing that happening. Exactly. That's the plan for ETH. So really similar to BTC, not seeing many changes. Like lower time frames don't look that nice. So as I said, I think a retest. And so as you can see, we got a lot of confluence from the different time frames, and it seems to like lead to the same setups all and over again. We'll fill the gaps above and get the short there, and then fill these gaps down here. That's the plan for now. Exactly. Like I think this 1800 level as well showed you the daily and hour gave the confluence for a short there. What I do next is look at the stocks. Obviously at the S, as you can see, performing way stronger than BTC, approaching at highs from 21. So I think we are like 7%, and BTC is still ranging and losing in important levels. So I tend to trade this more on the lower time frames. Currently not really open, so that's just the futures open now. Not much correlation between these two, just during sometimes, like I think on Friday we had some correlation for the push up, but that's it. So if you see ES downtrending again, I think BTC will obviously follow the downtrend rather than following it and now pushing instead of ES just ranging and then going down. I really doubt that BTC is going to move up more since this went up so much and BTC just ranged. So yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, that's it for like ES. And the next step I do is like look at the top performers and top and the low performers. So yeah, stuff. So top performer for the like these kinds of the top 5, top 10. You look at them, look at their price behavior. What are they approaching any resistance levels? Any stronger resistance levels? If yes, maybe give a shot. But if they're performing too strong, they will just rip through all these resistance levels. So let's take a look at example band. So on a daily time frame, now filling this gap at 1.2. So looking at 4 hour 1.2. Not really looking at. So we got this. The bottom of the quarterly web. So might be a short, but looking at here, I think it's going to rip through 1.4 if it's going to approach this. So I'm not really looking at any shorts for now at band. So let's rip through. Got so many gaps above. So I'm going to take another look at any other coin. Also not really interesting. Too many gaps above. But this can go rip through. Yeah. So let me take a look. Same, already rejected a couple of times, so missed this one. Going to the next one, also already rejected a couple of times, so probably going through here. I'm not really looking for shorts on these ones. Let me look at acro. Yeah, same here, approaching. So this could be a nice one. Let's look at this one. First at the daily. So approaching the top of the yearly VWAP, rejected like a couple of times, maybe take out this high here, then yeah, back to the downside. For any short, let's look at some levels. Yeah, I think this is a pretty nice area. Like, yeah, oh, wrong color. Yeah, like this. Yeah, here. That's a short. Like between 0.6 and 6.1, 6.2. Yeah, there's a nice shot for acro probably. Okay. Yeah, so I think I will probably shot this. Give it a look, so it's top of the range, and maybe this would be my first take profit and my second take profit, and we'll probably close here. So that's for my daily trade ID here. I will probably go through all these top gainers still like here and look if I can find any nice setups for the day or for tomorrow and do this for the next few days. So that's my approach. On the next video, I will go into this more, going through a lot of altcoins, showing how to spot nice trade setups for the day for scalps in 20 long time, just for scalps for day trades, but also like going with these performers, as you can see, rejecting these gaps here really nicely. And I think that's a really nice video there for the next video. Showing how to take setups and nice trades for altcoins with my strategy. If you like it, so if this video gets like 50 likes, I'm going to publish the next video with showing how to trade altcoins and on a day-to-day basis, quick and nice tips. So give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I hope you really enjoyed this video and have a nice day. Bye bye.